Hey, hello, hello. It is Tammy with Cheers to Creativity here on a Thursday evening with y'all. So we're going to start from the very beginning. I'm going to be using this stencil in a hopefully a little different way. That's my idea, but we have to get a board prepped for it. I like my winter blue, and that's going to be a little dark for me. So what I'm going to do first is I'm merely going to start with some white paint. Good. And we're just going to splotch that on there. I'm going to tip you down, okay? There you go. I may be standing up some today too. I'm not sure. And I put a little of that blue in here. I'm just using a household sponge, and I'm just going to kind of come in here and smear this on here. So it's going to be really hard to catch that in between the light I have. We probably want to dry this just real quick. Real quick. All right. It may not be completely dry, but that is okay because right now, and I just want to use the snowflake. So I'm going to kind of pop some on here. I'm going to put a little white down here. I'm going to add a little white metallic to the white. And my plate is a hot mess, but I will show it to you. Everything underneath there is dry, but what I did just now is I put some white metallic with the white, and that is my idea. And we're just going to see if we can kind of mix those two together a little bit. And then let's find a paper towel. I want them to be subtle. Actually, I think I like that. It's very, very subtle. But that's okay. So there's a couple snowflakes on here. I'm just going to use them. And then we'll add some in different places. I'm just doing the snowflakes right now. Okay, that's pretty good. I'm going to let that be, okay? Set my brush aside for a second. I have never used this stencil. So this is our main, skate. And this is a layering type stencil that's a little different. Let me grab the next one. There's two. Because we can use different aspects to build whatever we want to come out of here. So I'm going to make this just pretty much this. The whole thing is just going to be kind of this, making sure we're kind of centered. What we call our mini brushes. They're their dome brushes. You always want to catch your edges on those too. Okay. I'm going to do my heel silver, just the little skate, lower skate. So I'm going to go with a really, really pale. It's called Baby Blush. And I just need to, whenever I decide I'm going to use a color, I want to make sure it's not going to clash with anything here. The pink that I like, when I use our pink roses, I love to use this color called Joyful Pink because it really does lighten up nicely with adding white to it. And you can just make sure they're all going to blend nicely together. But this does not clash. In fact, it kind of goes kind of nicely with that. So that's where I'm going to start. However, I'm actually going to add some metallic white. So I'm going to push this down my plate. And you can see this is a pretty pale color, pretty pale. And then I like to sit down with the pups and go through your comments and questions and see what I can answer. And I'm not going to clean that brush out. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that and I mix it with a little bit of that pink color that I already used. I'll offload that. Another pretty color. And I'm going to come on the very edge and pull this color in just a little bit to kind of help almost outline it. What is this? I don't know. Let's get rid of it. So it's coming around. I'm going to do it here. This just a little deeper. Okay, so we've just got touches of that. I'm not quite done. I'm not quite ready to lift that off. I'm going to go back and grab our Jingle All the Way. And a little up here. Down here. So we've got our skate. I did something right about there. Okay. Okay, so I've got that one on. Remember, I know that this is going to come over here too. Got a little tiny bit of my leaf here too. Put that back down. You want your surface to be good and dry. Okay, so we've got those. I'm going to connect everything up here. And I didn't realize I got to watch for that little hole too, but we're going to be okay. Very top of this rose is one, not quite there yet. Here, because I'm going to take this off because I need to see it kind of in its, right there. Okay. Come back over like, okay. I'm going to grab some white paint, just regular white paint. We'll add some metallic to it too, but we need the white to show up first. And I'm going to come underneath here. A little more white. No. Icy surface, and this is just kind of kick back up at her. Okay, so we've done our more winter project than necessarily Christmas, but a way to use our transfers on a floral project. And I'm trying to think super quick. Okay, there goes my roses. And I did not put these in my description, but I did grab a couple of the Halloween transfers, and I bet we could do us a really cute, simple project with our little guys. Let's give us a really quick background. I'm going to stick my glove back on, or a glove back on, and we'll grab a sponge to do a quick background here. And the sponge. And which one am I going to do? I don't know. So let's grab us some really fun fallish colors. This is going to be my main color, okay? This is Sunset Gold. Again, these are Decor colors, and I'm using the sponge just because it makes it a quick application. I'm going to put up higher. The glove on this hand too. My bottom. Umber. Oh, I kind of like that all the way around too. You might need to bring that on. I was actually thinking about using both of these. This could be super cute. Holes are. And we will hang on to our all right, so we have our main tree on here. Okay, we did that. Oops. Down. I can get a little more of the brown. A little bit of this brown around. And we're just going to give us, just add a little touch of something to him. Okay, what do you think? We decided to throw this guy in there. We did a little Halloween project after we did our winter/Christmas project. Here is our ice skate that we used the florals on. Okay. So, very different projects, but both of them to show you how we can use our stencils and our transfers. All right, thanks so much, guys. I'm going to tip you down to glance at our project while I say good night and hope to see you again real soon. Cheers.